What is the perfect everyday film simulation? I did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about different film simulations I wanted to try because I want to try and find the best film simulations, and it might be the fact that different ones on different days are the best. But we're out today, Fuji camera in hand. I've got two new film simulations and they promise to be the best everyday film simulations that you can have. So I thought we'd go out and test that and see what they're like. So like I said just a minute ago, we've got two different film simulations to try. The first one is called Cinematic Gold. So this is using the classic negative film recipe that comes on the Fujifilm cameras, and it's been slightly tweaked. So these are from another content creator. These are his best sort of everyday Fujifilm simulations that he likes to try. So again, that's why we're out doing that. So we're going to try and test that one first and see what I think. It's got some quite warm tones to it, which again I think maybe on a brighter, sunnier day in sort of August and that, it might be a bit better here in the UK, but we'll see what it's like. I'm not counting it out just yet. The other film simulation is a bit more bluer, a bit more darker, so a bit more like the Kodak 800 Max that I've liked using in the past. So again, we'll see what it's like. Going to shoot some content with it now. So the second film simulation we're going to try today is the Cuban Negative. I've got a bit more high hopes for this one, I suppose. The fact that obviously it's using cooler tones and things like that, especially I think the time of year, definitely suits probably a bit better. But yeah, you're going to see some photos of it now. Probably next time we're going to see me actually will be back in the office. We'll review the photos. They're probably not going to be the best ones I've ever taken, but we'll review them, go through them, and then hopefully I might have another simulation that I can add to my collection as we build up to sort of the best sort of 7 that I feel fit my style. So we're back in the office. It's certainly warmer in here than it was outside the other day. It's been a couple of days, so I've had a chance to review some of the photos that I did take. And of course, I think the question that everyone, if you're still watching the video now, is what did I think of the film recipes and are they any good? Obviously, as you've been watching the video, you've been seeing a few photos that I've been taking along the way. So I don't think there's any need to go through all the photos now. If you do want to check them out, obviously head over to my Instagram channel where I normally collate the best batch from each day of filming or shooting or whatever it might be. Do mind the mess in the background. I'm filming with a client tomorrow, so camera equipment needs to be charged and things like that. But it's just a bit of a quick conclusion really. So out of the two film recipes, I will be keeping one of them. I think I'll be keeping this one because it's they're both quite similar. That was one of the things that I found, that both film recipes, when I looked at them on the website, they looked quite different. Maybe it was just how the photos that they were showing, but they looked quite distinctive. However, when I went out to shoot, I then did find that they were really quite similar, which was a bit of a disappointment, I suppose. But there was one that I found worked for me better than others, and I think especially given locations where I film, time of year, how bright it was out, I think this film simulation really did click and gel with me, and it certainly will be the second film simulation now in my roster. So we will get to 7 that I absolutely love. I do really want to try a black and white film simulation out, but everyone I've tried, they're just, I don't really click with that. I don't really like it. I really like to do some black and white photography. So if you have any suggestions, please do send me over some links or film simulations that I can try, because I really do want to check them out. So the film recipe that I've decided to keep is the Cuban Negative. It's got cooler tones compared to the other film recipe I was trying. I think I liked how grainier it was. Obviously I could tweak the other one to make it a bit grainier, but I think out of the box, if you were trying both, I do prefer that grainier look. I found it was a bit more versatile. Colours popped a bit more. So as you've seen, there's been some photos there where there's been some pinks, there were some pumpkins there. That was all shot using the Cuban Negative. And the colours really popped compared to the other film recipe where it turned everything quite red, sort of pinkish hue, which again for a brighter day I think does normally work. But here in the UK, if there is some colour, you definitely want to try and make it pop. So that's the one that I'll be adding to my collection. Again, as we go through this journey, I'll be building up to those 7 that I really do enjoy using and like, and it will be my sort of ultimate 7 that I recommend to everyone to try, but obviously it's so individual and personal. And I feel that everyone who owns a Fujifilm, or anyone who owns a camera in general, you should take this process that I'm taking at the minute, where I'm trying to find different styles that I think feel like me. And then from there, you need to try and collate that, because what I was finding when I first started my photography journey was I'd take some photos with my Sony camera, go into Lightroom, and every time I was taking those photos in, the edits were different. There was no cohesion. And whilst I don't believe that every photo you take should all look the same at the end, there needs to be a theme or a topic, or someone will look at it and go, he took that photo. So that's what I'm looking for, really. I want people to be able to distinctively know I've taken that photo. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video. I realise it wasn't the best video I've done. I'm still getting into this process of filming outdoors, but we will, as we sort of get up to that 500 subscriber mark, I am looking to reinvest in equipment. So if you did like this video, please do like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. And do comment. I try and obviously reply to every comment that I receive. And hopefully you guys found this video useful. So I'll see you in the next one.